Apologies, it's been a while, 2, maybe 3 months. I haven't been in the shed basically, and that's it, but I got a little bit of a project on. This is the belt sander I've been using for quite a while. It's a lovely machine, very easy to change the belts. It's literally pop this cover off, put the new belt on, pop the cover back on, just tighten one little grub screw and that's it, which is great. It does have 2 drawbacks though. And the first is, it's not mine, it's my brother-in-law's, he's lent it to me. But the biggest problem is, these belts, they're an odd size and only available from Metabo. And the price range is between, I think it's 17 and 20 pounds per belt. And you've got to get them from them. So it's a little bit expensive keeping this this lovely bit of machinery, and I gotta be honest, it's nice working. So I've been looking around for one of my own, and I got one for Father's Day. I better show it to you. I've done a little bit of research and some reviews, and there's an awful lot of people swear by Bucktools and this particular sander. It's a 36 by 4 inch belt on it. The difference is I can get 4 or 5 belts at the price of 1 for the Metabo machine. This machine does come with some drawbacks, and they are very, very well illustrated in many, many videos, predominantly about the working tables. And I say predominantly about the working tables because even though they look cast steel or cast iron, they're not, they're cast aluminium. And if I push, I think you can probably see the amount of flex. Now if you start sanding anything of any substantial size on that table, the table bears down as it grips and then bounces back up, and it forms an oscillation, and before you know it, you can't hold on to the workpiece. So I need to get this sorted. The other thing that needs sorting is the fact, unlike the Metabo, to change the belt you have to remove the dust extraction, which is already removed, it's actually screwed on. Then you've got to remove the table, as in fully remove the table. Then you've got to turn the machine around, and you've got to remove the back cover as well, because that laps down the back of it. So there's going to be some modifications. But the first thing I need to modify is the work table. So I think this is where we're going to start with. So if I just pop this off and we have a little look, you can see that it's not even a solid casting. It is a solid casting, but the webs and everything else are quite light, quite flimsy. And this is the problem with it, where you're getting so much flex. I can actually, you can't see it on the camera, but I can actually bend it just in my hands. Let's put that over one side. Now, I did have, still have, a nice bit of steel. This is the last steel in the entire world as far as I'm concerned. Over there, that's going to be our new bed. Off the same piece of steel, I've cut one of them and one of those wedgie type things. And the basic idea is that will fit up the one side there, and then this will fit on the other side there. And when I swapped over and turned the right way up and fitted onto this side instead of this side, it should be a lot more rigid, and it also means that's one obstruction removed from changing the belt. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some hot glue, as in welding equipment, and I'm going to blob this together. It's been a while since I've done any welding, so blob might be the active word. So I've tacked the new table together, but I thought to myself, before putting it on, I'm going to put the old one back on, because like I said to you about this here, now I've got a bit of 10mm 3/8 steel, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on and show you the effect, what happens. That's all vibration. So let me have a swap over and put the new one on, see what happens with there. So there's a new table fitted. Bit more solid than the old aluminium one. It doesn't flex. It's now mounted on this side instead of the other side, so that means that this belt will come off without taking the table off, which is great. I know it's preset 90 degrees to the belt. Let's face it, if you're doing any sort of engineering, it's very, very rare you want anything except for 90 degrees. Well, I don't. That's all I ever use it for. So let's give it a little bit of a try. Same bit of 3/8 10mm plate using the rusty side. Hopefully we shouldn't get that nasty vibration and chatter. I don't know if it was visible on the video, but let's have a look. That is so much better. That is so much better. Brilliant. Well happy with that. I think that's just changed the characteristics of this machine. Now I know it says on the side here, American quality. I'd argue that point for the simple reason is every one of the fixings on this machine are metric. And there's a big label on the back saying made in China. I can only assume that the machines which do come directly out of America are probably of better quality than this, especially the castings on the tables. But as far as power goes, it's an absolutely amazing machine. Absolutely amazing. Well impressed with it. So I think I'll take that back off, do some proper welding with stick, possibly fly cut the table as well. I don't know what I'm going to do with the disc on this end yet. I don't think there's much of a shaft here to do anything with, but it could be another part of the project. Speaking of projects, I go to that corner there. There's a rather nice motor, which is over 3000 RPM, which has been donated to me. Another donation is this. It's a Perfecto lathe. A good friend, school friend, gave it to me. You know I've not been very well, and he thought it would keep me busy restoring it. So that's one of the projects that's going to be on the go. Everything else is as it was. Nothing really changed. All I can say, as usual, is thanks for everyone sticking by me because I haven't been around. Thank you for all the new subscribers and the comments. And I hope I see you all soon. Later.